be on our side. Okay. English ladies and gentlemen, please let me know if I'm audible with your emojis so that we can all be on the same page. All right, thank you. We sincerely apologize for those who their other activities clashes with today's call. You know, this is not this is just a tutorial. So we always work on all our facilitators' time out of their busy schedule. So if they can uh, grant us some minutes out of it, we don't always want to take it for granted. So I'm appealing to you that we are sincerely apologize with what happened today. We value your audience and we value your participation. I can't hear you, sir. Okay. Show be. Can everyone hear me? Am I audible? Okay, sir. Okay, so wait, maybe check. Okay, so check your gadgets. If other are hearing me loud and clear, so it might be your gadget. So I will give you time to set up your gadget back so to be confirmed where the problem lies. Our today's facilitator is well known to us and is one of the pioneer of this initiative because this initiative we have different um, we have stakeholders. So it's one of the pioneers of our great public service knowledge of. When we get to 15, we start the meeting immediately without wasting for anybody. Like I said, I sincerely apologize for what happened today. It's not our doing, it's not our way. Really want every one of us to be part of this. But nevertheless, we have made a solid arrangement for you. Check our WhatsApp channel, our YouTube channel. You will see there live and direct. The only thing you will miss may be your question. Or at the same time, you can still ask some question on our channel, Telegram or WhatsApp channel. So Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are all set. Please let's use this period to call others. And I have good news for you from our amiable chairman union. I have a gift for you. Please call others so that they can benefit from this gift. Please call others. We want everybody to benefit from these gifts. We call it promotion gift. Okay, Mr. Olegbe, are you on the call, sir? Let me check. Okay, yes. Unmute yourself, sir. Let me hear your voice, sir. Mr. Olegbe, unmute yourself from your back. Mr. Olegbe, sir, are you with us? Mr. Olegbe, are you with us? Unmute yourself if you are with us, sir. Mr. Olegbe, let's hear your voice, sir. Okay, as we are waiting for the facilitator, someone is sharing something. Okay,
Sorry.
how are you, sir?
I'm cool. I'm okay.
All right, sir. Okay,
But
sir. Hold on,
don't
sir.
know what is
Okay,
coming to my school. I'm coming.
all right, sir. Please, Dr. Okeshuku, you are sharing your personal documents on the Zoom. Can you please bring it down? Dr. Okeshuku, unmute yourself and bring this your promotion letter down.
Get your moves best.
Okay. I think I will need to remove you from the call because you are distracting us. I thought it's not intentional, but since you don't listen to us, I'm sorry, I have to remove you. Okay, good evening once again, everyone. Mr. Legbe, are you set? Are you set, sir?
Yes, I'm set. So I'm set.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening once again. I appreciate your patience and your time. Like I said, today's program class is very, very important in line with civil service rule call circular, civil service call circular on promotion exercise. So
Okay.
if you, I believe we are all conversant with the call circular. This chapter 21, we can't escape it. We can't escape it in any form of promotion exercise assessment. Either multiple choice question, oral, or what have you, we can't escape it. That is why we are running sleepless nights to have everything that entails so that to build the confidence in you all. And one more thing before we start the class, please, in any of your job schedule, make sure you know how to answer very, very well. Like we all listened yesterday, for those of us that be part of the yesterday meeting, the permanent secretary told us point blank that, and according to her statement, she tried to build confidence in us that no shaking, the person you want to meet say want to learn from you. And if you listen to her very well, especially what the other permanent secretary said, that please, if you are in any field, you're expecting question like, how will you improve your field? That is, what do you bring to the table, to the government? For example, if you are a doctor or whatever your schedule of duty, you have to have it in mind that if I'm the owner of this business, how will I improve it? What are the steps did I need to improve it? But I believe most of us don't listen to that point. But I jotted that point down and I said, okay, I won't say it there. When we have another class and we have opportunity to draw it to our attention, please and please and please, that might not come out in CBT, but be sure of the aura. Fine. You express yourself on your job duty, blah, 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 blah. But they throw it to you. One, how that your job duty align with Teams Plus agenda? Note it and mark my word. What is the relevance or importance of your job duty to any of the pillar? Let us note. One, don't say I tell you, but me, I'll just try to bring it to our notice. Two, how can you improve that your job schedule. How can you improve it? What are the mechanisms do you think can use to improve it? As we all know, don't let us forget about technology in this aspect, AI tools, other tools, whatever tools. Note it, prepare yourself. I'm sure we are going to fidget when we are before the panel. But at the same time, if you know what I want to say, the fidget is just like distraction. You call like 5 minutes. Even if you call that any of the panel to come and face you, they will also fidget. So it's normal. Strategize like what the permanent secretary said yesterday. Look into their face. And brag. So thank you very much. I just say let me quickly chip into this. I forget on the go. If I remember again, I will continue to say this until we finish the exercise on Tuesday. So for those of us that asking for other professional field, we are on it. And if you have anybody, anyone in your own area that you know that are very vast, someone still saying no audio, sir. Odupitan, Oladipupo. Please, everyone, am I audible? Or is still no audible? I'm audible, yes. Odupitan, check your gadgets. Don't distract us. Thank you. So like I said, please, the only thing you can use to you can make to appreciate us doing this selfless service is for you to fly high, to come back again, because this our program is not, we just redesign it to the suit of promotion exercise. We only run our program every Sunday since 2023. But whenever we get to promotion period like this, we try to carve it and impart it on eligible officers. So like what they say yesterday, please, after this promotion, stick with us. Don't let it be every promotion you have to run enter scatter. No, get this stuff. It's very easy now. Enter, go to your YouTube, navigate, assimilate, note, proceed, right? So that is what I said. Let me just chip in. I'm still trying to see if Chairman Union, because they were the one that sponsor us to this level, and they even go to a length and give us some package for today's program. Okay, we can't get her. Okay, it's not on the call. So let's proceed. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will, before we start today's program, I will only read short brief of our facilitator. He has a many profile, but let me just speak short because of time. Please, do you see my slide? Let me know if you see my slide. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Babashola Akimola-Egbe is a seasoned HR practitioner and accomplished administrator in Lagos State Public Service. Please, in a minute. Sorry for breaking transmission. I'm trying to change my gadget to charge my laptop. So I'm sorry. So Mr. Bachelor Akeem Olaegbe is a seasoned human resource practitioner and an accomplished administrator in Lagos State Public Service. He is currently serves as a Deputy Director, Administration and Human Resource in Ministry of Special Duty and Intergovernmental Relations. So he is an establishment group, an erudite facilitator, a prolific author, and a public service thought leader with a strong passion for knowledge sharing. Yes, I will not go more than that because of time. I just want to give you brief intro, like what you are seeing here, and you have seen all his educational background. I don't want to go further on that. Yeah, this is where I'm coming now. Please, can you see my slide? Can you see my slide? Yes. Okay. Please don't write on the board. I will remove you. I will remove you. Don't write. I'm begging. Don't write. Don't let us embarrass ourselves. I will remove you. So now, okay. So if you are seeing my slide, Mr. Olaegbe is the author of this book, and I see this book useful for us. Question and answer on general knowledge and current affairs. I run through this book and I see that, oh, we all need this book. And our amiable union leader and the ESCO, they have given out 100 copies free for our participants. So we are to choose 100 participants here. And I will mention the name before we close the call. So what are you going to see in this book? We have all the current policy and current projects of the new administration, all the billets, names and others, all local government and SCDAs, permanent secretaries, all ESCO member, all LCD and LGA, and also some abbreviation that you might be cut across on your multiple choice question assessment. They can write what is PA, what is KIV, scatter it. But with this book, you can get everything done. Read it. Please don't tear the book enter exam hall. Don't tear it. Read it, note very well. You can't get all, but try to pick some points that relate to your duty. So if you need any copy, you are seeing the number on the screen and the price. Price is 2,000 naira. That is after the 100 copies. So we roll out the name of the 100, the people that will benefit for the 100 copies before the course runs out. So let me still check whether our guy have joined us. What's going on? It's unusual, or I've not. Okay, maybe he's on the other call. Okay, all right. Mr. Elegbe, you have the floor, sir.
You waiting for the
You are not audible, sir.
hello.
Maybe. Okay, hello, sir. You can close to the mic, sir. Are you with us, sir?
Yes, I'm with you.
Your
Hello. Are you ready?
the voice is fainting, sir. It's not that clear, sir.
Hello. They can be somewhere we have to have car looking instead of Kawalo or sports.
Ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ kò kàn clear ni, sir.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
Okay, a ti ń gbọ́ báyìí sí i. Ó dàbí pé ẹ jìnnà
Okay.
sí máìkì yẹn nìyẹn. A ti ń gbọ́ báyìí sí i.
Okay. Good afternoon, esteemed servants of Lagos State. Good afternoon to you all. It's my time to be with you again this afternoon. As you are preparing for our promotion next week, we needed to plan very well. Am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible now as you talk
Okay.
now.
Yeah, okay. We needed to plan very well for the promotion with the introduction of this structured evaluation as an assessment program, SIP. And if you may recall from the circular issued by Commission under the computer-based test, CBT test, we are asked to study some section of the public service rule. I think we are given chapter 2, chapter 4, chapter 10, and chapter 12 to study. I will implore you to please study these chapters very well. Because the question, as slightly stated in the circular, is going to be multiple choice questions. You may be thinking it is Shebi is objective. No. For you to do very well, in a multiple choice set of questions, it means you have to be grounded. You have to be seriously grounded in that subject or the topic. I mean, chapter 2, chapter 4, chapter 10, and chapter 12, as stipulated in the circulars. Chapter 2 is appointment and exit from the service. Chapter 4 is discipline. Chapter 10 is grievance and petition and appeal. And chapter 12 is leave. So leave is very, very germane. You have to understand the concept. Expect question on leave, and that is where we are treating leave. I have already treated appointment in service. If you miss that presentation, you can go to the YouTube and listen to it very well. People have been calling me that they really enjoyed that lectures. But if time still permits, because if you recall, in that my last presentation on this tutorial session, it is only appointment that I treated. I did not treat that exiting from service. If time still permit, maybe on Sunday we may meet again while I will discuss on that exiting from service. So where I'm coming now is leave. You need to read it very well. And I believe by the time we finish this presentation this afternoon, you will be okay with leave. I want to say emphatically that there will not be any section or any questions on leave that you will not be able to answer. May God help you, us. May God help you all. Amen. Now, yes, learning objectives. Learning objectives. Learning objectives. So at the end of this section, what? Learning objectives. Hosts.
Sir, is it part of this slide, sir? I'm trying
I
to
said,
see.
it's there.
Okay.
Immediately after this. Yeah, that background I've just spoken is okay. Just move to the next slide. That's the learning objective. You can see.
Okay, this.
You are moving again. No, this is definition of leave. Learning objectives is before here. That's it. So at the end of this section, participants will be able to define leave, explain some terms relating to leaves, mention the essentials of leaves, and also know the types of leave. You are okay for any question that will come out on that leave. Now, shall we move to the next slide because of time? Next slide. Yeah. Leave. Leave is an authorized absence of an officer from duty for a specific period. If you are on leave, definitely you will have written letter to that regard that you are going on leave, and it will have been approved by the accounting officer of that ministry or agency for a specific period of time. But if you don't, an approval will not be given for such person to proceed on leave. If approval is not given, then that it means that and the officer did not show up in office, is not at his duty post, then that is a serious misconduct. It is no longer leave because the person or the officer is absenting himself from duty without any approval, and that is a serious misconduct. So leave is an authorized absence. You are absent from office, but you have been authorized of an officer on duty for a specific period. Let's move to the next slide. Now, before I proceed, let me explain some definition of terms to us. The first one is tour. A tour is a period of service between the date of assumption and resumption of duty and the end of the tour, both days are inclusive. A tour, like for instance, for a contract staff, is a tour of 2 years, renewable ones. That is what the rule says. So the tour now begins at the date that officer assume or resume that duty up to the date, up to the end of that tour. That is the tour. For example, a contract staff is being employed 2 years ago, maybe exactly today is 13. I mean today is 12. Exactly on the 12th of November 2023. So exactly on the 12th of November 2025, that is the tour. So on the 12th of November 2023 is the beginning of that tour. That is the assumption of duty staff officer. That was the period he assumed he is going to end that tour will be exactly 2 years after he has resumed. So that's the tour. The next one is confinement of leave. An officer may be required to return to duty before the expiration of head of the
Hello, sir.
agency.
Hello, sir. You have to take
Any
that.
portion of his leave
Hello, sir.
so contained shall
Hello,
be
sir.
taken immediately. Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Your voice is going up and down. At times we
Okay.
hear you, at times we won't hear you, sir.
I didn't know. Okay. Yes. Maybe.
Are you still with us, sir?
Hello, Jamiu.
Yes, sir.
Mo tún fẹ́ mú síbò mí ni. Mo ń try láti
Okay,
fi sí ni. But,
okay,
please let me try to move to another.
okay, sir.
Try to I want to move to another office. That will be better. Eh, Okay. Hello, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma. Yes, sir.
I think it's better now, Abi.
Much better, sir.
Please, thank you. Okay. Okay. Now, I was talking about okay. Can you see my slide? Hello?
Sir,
Can you see my slide?
you want to share from your side? Ṣé fẹ́ share látọ̀dọ̀ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ni?
I'm sharing from my side now. Mo ti ń
Okay,
share látọ̀dọ̀ mi.
okay. Ó yẹ, mò ń bọ̀ o. Okay.
Are we good to go?
Yes, sir. Ó ti wà on now, sir.
Okay. I've just explained Thor. I've just explained the Thor now. And let's go to containment of leave. An officer may be required to return to duty before the expiration of his authorized leave by the permanent secretary or head of agency. Yes, any portion of his leave so curtailed shall be taken immediately and not later than 90 days of completion of the assignment. Example of this is that an officer may be on annual leave, and while the officer is enjoying his annual leave, maybe a program come up or a leave come up. For example, when I was in a staff, year 2023, I was enjoying my annual leave, and we were supposed to attend the National Council of Establishment meeting (NCE) in Bauchi, but because of the state of security that time, maybe the head of service now said you may not go. But suddenly, while I was enjoying my leave, I just saw the palm set. She just put a call to me. I'm like, where are you? I said, I'm enjoying my leave. So the palm set said, I'm like, go and prepare. You are going to Bauchi today. So on that day, I have to, and I'm going to the mall. I wanted to go and get some food product. So I was on my way. I had to make a U-turn. And face airport that day. So, which means my ongoing leave automatically, with the exigency of the work, has been curtailed. So we attended Bauchi for that meeting, and after the meeting, immediately while I was there, I started writing my report because the report has already, even before coming back to Lagos. I had the stipulated lines, I wrote the report. When I came back, I came to complete the report and I get it submitted. Then thereafter, I now went back to continue the remaining part of my leave. That is for payment of a leave. It is synonymous to deferment of leave. Now, another one is date of resumption of duty. Date of resumption of duty is the day following the expiration of the leave. People are fond of this when they are on annual leave. When, let's say, the annual leave ends on Wednesday, they will summarize it and appear on Monday. And meanwhile, they are supposed to resume the following day, which is Thursday. So the day of resumption of duty is the day following the expiration of the leave. If your leave ends on Tuesday, you are to resume on Wednesday, which means your leave ended that Tuesday. and your resumption day is Wednesday. No summarizing, no automatic leave that okay, I will resume on I will I will resume on Monday or whatever. So the next one I want to talk about is earned leave. Earned leave is the leave due to an officer in a year for the service rendered to the government. Your earned leave is the leave you are entitled to. Your annual leave. You are entitled to your annual leave. And you know annual leave is based on your level. Your level is your level that determines your annual leave. And I'm still going to talk about annual leave later. So the next one is leave address. Leave address is a place where an officer could be reached during his leave period. Leave address is a place where an officer could be reached during the leave period. So here, not all FDAs does this. While officer is applying for leave, he needed to put his leave address in the content of the letter. Leave in Florida. Okay, your address in Florida should be in that letter. Or I'm spending my leave here in Lagos or in the States, and put the place, put the address. So, but in some MDAs, they have standard form they fill in which, and they will not, from the form, they will now ask or put leave address. Without the officer will now need to put the leave address. The next one is leave earning service. Leave earning service. Leave earning service is a qualifying period of duty before officer could be granted leave. Is the qualifying period of duty before officer could be granted leave. You know, between one annual leave and another annual leave, there must be gap of six months. Meaning that you cannot say you want to go for annual leave and you complete your annual leave this month and I say you are going for annual leave again in the next 2 months. There must be that gap. Or maybe your annual leave, you deliberately stated it for December 2025. And in 2026 again, you said you want to go for your annual leave in February. It's not done. So, and lastly, I want to talk about leave year. Leave year is the period between 1st January and 31st December of the same year. So, as we are in 2025, our leave year for this year starts on the 1st of January till 31st of December this 2025. So you cannot say you want to accumulate your leave till from December to February or from December to January next year. It's not done. So now let us now talk about let us now talk about why do we need to go on leave? Why? Why do people need to go for leave? Why? Number one, leave reduces employee stress. You know, we all know that when we are working, when we are at work, we are being engaged with so many work activities. And at a time, you get tired. You are stressed up. People that sees you know that, this guy is stressed up. You need leave. So when you now decide to apply for leave and go for leave, by the time you come back, you now see them saying, I hope you have just resumed from leave, because you have, you have gone to leave to refresh yourself, to get refreshed for another part of the year work. Another thing is that leave prevents burnout. It prevents burnout. Not only that, leave promotes physical and mental health. When you come back, you get refreshed. Your thinking faculty is done straight. You'll be able to write wonderful summation. You'll be able to, be active on the job because you have not come back from about maybe 6 weeks leave or whatever. Now, the next one is leave gives room for rest and rejuvenation. Leave fosters a healthier work-life balance. It fosters a healthier work-life balance. Leave enables individual to spend time on personal interests, family and relationship. You know, the nature of your work in the office may not allow you to attend or to visit any family member or family member coming to visit you. You are always busy. Your accounting officer, your PS will call you. Some even goes to work on the weekend just to make sure the work is going on smoothly, just to make sure the office is in good order, just to make sure things are going on straightly. So, but with leave, it enables that officer to spend time on personal interests. You'll be able to do, things on personal things that will enrich your life. Hmm? Then you have time for your families and relationship. Not only that, leave boosts morale and overall well-being. It boosts your morale and overall well-being. If you check your vital signs, it will be fantastic. When you are on leave because you are taking much time to rest. You are relaxing. Number next, leave improves loyalty, engagement, and productivity. I've said that it will improve your productivity, it will improve your engagement, and you'll be happy that the PS, approve your leave, hmm, improve your loyalty. It also eliminates error when you are when you are burnt out, when you are tired, when you are stressed up, you tend to make errors. But with leave, go to leave and come back, you now realize that those errors will be minimized or completely eliminated. Leave improves service culture. It improves service culture and leave um compliances with rule, because rules, the public service rules also support that staff should go for leave. So staff should go for leave. Yes, fully discussed in chapter 12 of the public service rule. Now, let's talk about types of leave. Types of leave. For the purpose of exam they are starting to do now, I need to tell you that 17 types of leave were mentioned in the public service rule. 17 types of leaves were mentioned in the public service rule. And I will give you an acronyms that will make you mention the 17 types of leave. The purpose of this lecture is to make that interview or to make that your exam very easier for you. So the acronyms I want to give you, but to mention the 17 types of leave in the public service rule is the same PLC. The same PLC. D as in D for dog. D as in D for deferred leave. Deferred leave. So the S that are there, there are four. Four S. Are we there? The first one is sick leave. The second S is study leave with pay. The third S is study leave without pay. And the fifth S is that sabbatical leave. Are we there? I hope I'm making sense. Then the next one is A. A, we have annual leave and adoption leave. So we have two A's. We have four S. So the next one is M. You know, I said the same PLC. Yes. M stands for maternity leave. M stands for maternity leave. E stands for examination leave. Examination leave. Then the P, we have two P's there. We have proportionate leave, which is also called pro rata leave. P, the first P stands for proportionate leave, which is also called pro rata leave. The second P is pre-retirement leave. Pre-retirement leave. Then L, the L's that are there, there are about 5 L. The first L is leave of absence. Leave of absence. The second L is leave on grounds of urgent private affairs. Leaves on grounds of urgent private affairs. Am I audible? I heard some people are complaining that my audio is not okay. Please,
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then the third L is leave on compassionate ground. Leave on compassionate ground. The fourth L is leave on cultural and sporting activities. Leave for cultural and sporting activities. And the last N is leave to take part in trade union activities. Leave to take part in trade union activities. And the last C is the casual leave. The last C is the casual leave. So these are the 17 types of leave in the public service rule. The reason why I'm formulating these acronyms is for our easy understanding. It is from experience. You know, during the other interview, we are called in 5 or 10, at times in 15. And it is possible that if that person is put across to us, okay, mention 3 types of leave, and the person before you has mentioned what he intended to say. But with these acronyms, the same PSC, you know that that person has mentioned sick leave, that person has mentioned annual leave, that person has mentioned maternity leave. You can still come down and mention leave of absence. You can still come down to mention examination leave. You can still come down to mention leave to take part in trade union activities. That is the essence of these acronyms. Kole Yewani. Is that understood? So let us now go and discuss this one after the other. Deferred leave. The deferred leave is that leave that is granted to an officer on exceptional circumstances by the permanent secretary or the head of agency to carry forward to the next leave year because of exigency of duty. It can be part of annual leave, not fully spent. So, you know, when I was discussing curtailment of leave, I said it is synonymous to deferred leave. Yes. When an officer's leave is being curtailed, is being cut short, and that officer is being called to come and, you know, attend some urgent, you know, assignment in the office. So that is deferred leave. And it may take that officer maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks to complete that assignment. So, so, so that officer can now refer and enjoy the leave. Maybe, maybe the officer is already on leave in November or December, and he was called to come and do that assignment that will take him to the next year. So after the completion of that assignment, the officer can thereafter ask for his deferred leave to complete his deferred leave. So the next one, as I've listed, is sick leave. Sick leave. Sick leave is an absence of an officer from duty on account of ill health, as authorized by a medical officer. And any officer can fall sick. The officer is expected to attend, to go to see doctor, go to hospitals, see doctor. Let the medical officer attend to you. And if the nature of the sickness warrants that it should be excused, or you should have light duties, or you are under treatment, that there will be medical certificate to that effect, which should be issued by the medical officer. So the following types of medical certificates are issued in connection with the sickness of staff. The first one is excuse duty certificate. Excuse duty certificate. For this kind of certificate, that officer is completely excused from work for that period. He is sick. He is completely excused from duty. He doesn't come. Even if he eventually come, he doesn't work, because there are some hardworking officers like me now. Even if I'm sick, at times I do force myself to work. So, but with that certificate, excuse duty, you have been excused from work. So the next one is light duty certificate. The office in this one, the officer will come to work, but he's not going to do any strenuous work, any work that is going to be too much, that is going to, that's going to affect his health. So those are the work that officer will do. That kind of certificate. And the form for that certificate is form number MED 167. Now, the next one is medical certificate of treatment. So officer that deserves to be treated. So that certificate will be given that to that officer to abstain from work, so that he will have good treatment before he can now resume. But upon resumption, or the officer, what is expected of the officer is to send that certificate through someone to work, so that the accounting officer will know the nature of his sickness. He will know that he has the medical certificate, that is under treatment. Not only that, certificate issued by hospital run by state government hospitals. That's the only certificate allowed in the service. It must be that medical certificate issued by hospitals, run by state government agencies. Now, let us now talk about leave, study leave with pay. We are following that acronyms. We are following that acronyms. We have discussed D. We have discussed first S. We have discussed, I think we have just discussed first S. So we are now on the second S, which is study leave with pay. Now, study leave with pay is the leave granted to a confirmed officer to undertake a course of study within or outside the country with pay. What you are saying here is that an officer intends to pursue a course of study. That officer definitely will apply. And it means that that study could be within Nigeria or outside Nigeria. But whichever way it is, it means that officer is running a course of study, and that officer is equally receiving salary that officer is equally receiving salary. So, and for you to be granted study leave with pay or without pay, that officer must be a confirmed officer. He must be a confirmed officer. Now, it is expedient for an officer intending to pursue a course of study to notify the Ministry of Establishment and Training and
Hello, sir. Are you still with us? Mr. Legbe, we can't hear you again, sir.
hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Now loud and clear now, sir. Go ahead,
Okay,
sir.
okay. What I'm saying here is, I don't know where the interruptions. Okay, let me just say that it is expedient for an officer intending to pursue a course of study to notify the Ministry of Establishment and Training. So if you are running a course, if you are intending to pursue a course of study, you must seek for approval from the Ministry of Establishment and Training before starting the program. So you should have written your letter of intent to pursue a further study and got approval. If you don't have approval for it, the certificate you get after the program will not be accepted at the completion of the program. So, study leave for a full-time program shall be granted to an officer only on public policy. Yes, mostly study leave with pay. For a full-time program. For a full-time program is granted only on public policy. While the duration should not exceed 2 years. Maybe somebody wants to pursue master's degree and it is in the public interest. Quote and unquote, it is in the public interest. So it will be granted with pay. And if, however, an officer fails to complete his course of study within the stipulated period, the period of extension shall not be more than 1 year, meaning that after the 2 years being granted for approval, and maybe the officer is still having one maybe carryover course or is writing his project, so that officer can now seek for extension. He must write for extension because he must notify Ministry of Establishment and Training that he's still writing his project, he has not completed, or that he still have one course or the other to pass. And extension will not be granted to that officer for just 1 year. For just 1 year. Thank you. Let's now move to study leave without pay. Study leave without pay. Study leave without pay is the leave granted to a confirmed officer to undertake a course of study without pay. In this one now, the officer is pursuing a course of study. Am I there? He's pursuing a course of study and is not receiving salary. And the course of study could be within Nigeria or outside the country. The duration of study leave without pay shall not be more than 4 years in the first instance. After which, the officer can apply for 1 year extension. If the need arises, the period of study shall not be regarded as a break-in service. So that is study leave without pay. The duration shall not be more than 4 years. But if after the 4 years, the officer is still having one carryovers or the other, or he has not completed, or his thesis or dissertation, so that officer needed to seek for extension, and the extension will be granted for 1 year. Now, let's go to sabbatical leave. Sabbatical leave. Sabbatical leave is an absence of an officer. Is an authorized, let me put it that way, is an authorized absence of an officer on grade level 15 and above from duty for the purpose of research. Yes, sabbatical leave is purposely for research, and it is mostly granted at the academics, tertiary institutions, within the lecturers for research purpose. Sabbatical leave can also be within or outside the country. It is for a period of 12 months, usually once in 5 years. A period of 12 months, usually once in 5 years. The officer will be considered on the relevance of his field of research, and his honorarium will be paid based on his qualification and cognate experience. What you are saying there is that he will also be paid honorarium for that research he is conducting. Meanwhile, he is also entitled to his salary during that period. He is also entitled to his salary during that period, and any other allowances that I call honorarium he will also enjoy everything. So, and it is paid based on qualification and cognate experience. Example of this is that if a rector or vice chancellor is on sabbatical leave, his honorarium or his allowances for that sabbatical leave will be higher than a senior lecturer one. A senior lecturer one in that particular university. So that is sabbatical leave, purely for the academics, for those in the academics. No, no, change your mind. Okay, to answer. Okay. Okay. The next one is annual leave. We are still following the acronym. So A is the next one. And the first A is annual leave. The second one is adoption leave. That's if you are going to talk about later. Annual leave is granted to an officer in accordance with grade level. I believe we all know that. Every one of us has been enjoying annual leave. And we all know that a grade level 8 officer and above enjoys 30 working days, 6 weeks, 30 working days. And a grade level 4 to grade level 7 enjoys 21 working days. And grade level 3 and below enjoys 14 working days. Please, let's note all this because of the multiple choice questions. These are the things we know that we are enjoying, that we are benefiting from. But at times, question can come on it that will not be saying, level 3, how many days in leave level 3 officer or level 5 officer? It is 14 working days. It could be your question. It could be part of your questions. Please let us note all this. Thank you. So, are you muting me? The host is muting
No,
me.
you muted yourself, sir. Go
No,
ahead,
I
sir.
didn't.
Okay, maybe mistake.
Maybe it's I don't know. Yeah. Adoption leave is the authorized absence from duty of a serving female officer granted by the permanent secretary or head of agencies. On account of adoption based on date of release of child. A female officer who adopts is entitled to 12 weeks adoption leave at a stretch beginning from the date of release of baby with full pay. Now, adoption leave, some female officers that couldn't give birth to baby, the rules allow them to adopt baby. Whereby they have tried all their ways to get baby. They've visited doctors, they've done all the needful, there is no baby. And they just okay, instead of facing trauma, instead of having developing some health challenges, that female officer can can decide to adopt baby, and the female officer who adopts that baby is entitled to 12 weeks adoption leave at a stress. It should not be broken, and that the date of the release of the baby should be the beginning of his adoption leave. The day that baby is released to that officer will be counted as the beginning of the adoption leave. And there will be evidence showing the release of the baby must be presented before grant of adoption leave. The annual leave for that year will be regarded as part of the adoption leave. Yes, the annual leave for that year will be regarded as part of the adoption leave. So where the annual leave has already been enjoyed before the grant of adoption leave, that part of the adoption leave, equivalent part of it to the annual leave will be without pay. So, for example, if an officer has spent his annual leave, has enjoyed his annual leave, and annual leave is, let's say the officer is a senior officer, grade level 14, which means that officer is entitled to enjoy 30 working days, which is 6 weeks. Now, if eventually that officer now adopts a baby, and the total days for the baby adopted is 12 weeks. Are we there? So we will now that annual leave will be deducted from that adoption leave is just taken, which means 6 weeks will be granted to the officer instead of the 12, because he has already enjoyed his annual leave, instead of the full 12 weeks. I hope I've communicated. So the next one, maternity leave. Maternity leave. Maternity leave is the authorized absence from duty of a serving female officer granted by the permanent secretary or head of agency on account of pregnancy based on the expected date of delivery. Based on the expected date of delivery. It is granted for 24 weeks with full pay in case of our first 2 delivery, and 12 weeks for the 3rd and subsequent deliveries. So that is maternity leave granted to the female officers for the total duration of 24. Please note all this duration. Note the duration period of each leave as stipulated in the public service rule. Maternity leave is 24 weeks. I know female officer will not forget that. It's 24 weeks. Formerly, it was 12 weeks, but now it is 24 weeks for the first 2 deliveries. So, and to a female officer that had twins, that gave back to twins, it is still considered as first delivery, and it is still the same 24 weeks, not 48 weeks, because they are two or because they are twins. You now want to give them 48 weeks. It's not done. So, and 12 weeks for the third and any subsequent deliveries. You may decide to have 6 children. You may decide to have 10 children. So it is 12 weeks. Now, a female officer who is nursing a child shall be granted 2 hours of duty every day. Ìyẹn lè máa fi rí wọn tó bá ti di 2 o'clock, wọ́n á lọ gbé bag. Because our closing time is 4 o'clock in public service. So when you see a nursing mother taking his bag, packing his load, trying to go, having, completed, after resumption from maternity leave, so that 2 hours of duty is granted to them as stipulated in the rule every day. This concession shall be granted up to a maximum of period of 6 months. Maximum of, if she will enjoy that 2 days of duty for 6 months from the day she resumes duty from maternity leave. I hope I have communicated. The next one, which is examination leave. Examination leave is an authorized absence from duty for the purpose of taking examination. Is an authorized absence from duty for the purpose of taking examination. This one is strictly examination, for the purpose of examination. An officer who has sought approval to pursue a course of study and that approval is granted, definitely there will be, if that officer, there will be one day the officer will say, want to go and write exam. Because I learned that some director A and HR or some accounting officer may not want to grant officer, pursuing a course of study, examination leave. Or some director and HR used to mix it up with annual leave, that it will be deducted from annual leave. It is wrong, you. Director and HR doing that, you are violating the rule. Allow your officer that has gotten approval to pursue a course of study at the university, allow them to go for exams. It is allowed. What is expected of the officer is that the officer, the moment the timetable for exam is released, the officer will make copy of the timetable. He will now write for application for examination leave. Now, he will now attach that timetable and the approval for given to him by a staff, Ministry of Examination and Training. He will now attach it to it and use it to seek for approval to pursue for the examination leave. So the moment this officer is able to do the needful by writing formally, by attaching the approval he has gotten to pursue the program, not only that, and by attaching the timetable, it is less obliged to the officer to go because the timetable is clearly stated. The timetable is clearly, has clearly shown the beginning and the end of the exam. So the duration of the examination leave shall be limited to the shortest period to allow the officer reach the appointed place of examination. Some are working in Lagos State and they are pursuing course of study in maybe LAUTECH, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. And the team Monday ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ exam. The officer want to take off on Friday. Kó má wá, kó lè prepare láti travel to Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Let's allow the officer to go and sit for the examination and return back to his duty after the completion of the examination. So that is, we have discussed D and we have discussed same. If you are following the acronyms, you have discussed D, you have discussed same. So we are now going to PLC, and the first P for PLC, as I've highlighted above, is proportionate leave. Proportionate leave. Proportionate leave is a leave granted to a new or retiring officer in proportion to the number of days as put into the service for the year. Any period of service under 30 days is not entitled to proportionate leave. For example, what you are saying there is that a new staff who has just been employed, maybe he came in last 6 months, he has just spent 6 months. That officer cannot enjoy the full 30 working days of annual leave. He cannot. So his leave needs to be prorated. The need has to be proportionate. So it is also called pro rata leave, and it is calculated thus. Proportionate leave is equal to number of months spent, month total low, over the total month, which is 12 months. Like I said, the officer was employed 6 months. I just spent 6 months. I just spent 6 months in service. So now say 6 all over 12 multiplied by number of days that officer entitled to. So the officer is entitled to 30 working days. So number of months he has spent is 6. Number of years in a year, and number of months in a year is 12, times numbers of days entitled to, which is 30 working days. So by the time you calculate it, you will now realize that the officer have only 15 working days leave. That is proportionate leave. That is leave. So the next one I want to talk about is paternity leave. Paternity leave. Paternity leave is an authorized absence from duty of a serving male officer, this time around male officer, to whom a new baby or babies, it could be twins, it could be triplets, in case of multiple birth, is born or adopted up to a maximum of 10 consecutive days for the first 2 deliveries. So meaning that a male officer shall not be entitled to paternity leave in respect of third and subsequent children. Approval for this leave is subject to presentation of child's birth certificate or letter of release as applicable. What you are saying here is now that we male officers in the public service too, we have started enjoying paternity leave. It wasn't like that before in the civil service rule. But in the public service rule, thank God, we have our own leave too as paternity leave. This is the leave. This is the leave a female officer is granted to help the mother which is the wife and the baby at home. Wọn ò ní kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ ẹ̀yin àwọn ọkùnrin ní ká bọ́ sí other side of the road ká máa lọ fẹnu já o torí ìyá ọlọ́mọ wà lé. You have to stay beside your wife and take care of that baby at least for that 10 working days leave you have just been granted. Àtọ́ ọ̀nà bá fẹ́ mú ẹ bá mi mú abídẹ́kì yẹn ẹ bá mi mú napkin ẹ bá mi mú titun powder kí wọn náà tiẹ̀ lè play role nínú ayé ọmọ bébì tá a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bí. That's the essence of that paternity leave, and it's not granted. There is no leave for the third and other subsequent delivery or children you are having. It's only for the first two, and it's also applicable to adoption leave too. If your wife has just adopted a baby girl or a baby, are you there? Notify the office, because the essence of that paternity leave or the essence of that maternity leave is to create a bond between you and the baby. Gbé baby tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ adopt yẹn gbé dání jẹ́ kí baby yẹn mú ẹ jẹ́ kí baby yẹn máa wojú ẹ no matter little baby he is. Gbé baby dání no matter how newborn baby is. Let baby dey kó máa wojú ẹ as baba. Create a bond between. That's the essence of the paternity leave, and we give it to Lagos State because it's only Lagos State that was the first state that adopted paternity leave, even before the federal too. Not quite long. The federal ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní the federal ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ adopted. So it was never in the federal before. So now we move to the next one, which is the pre-retirement leave. Sorry. Me, my dear. Sorry. Pre-retirement, an officer who retires in circumstances in which he is eligible for retiring benefit before he has completed the full leave year may be granted a proportion of his vacation leave prior to retirement. An officer, this leave mostly people don't observe the retirement leave any longer. I don't know. Even some accounting officer, they work till the last day in office. They don't really observe the retirement leave, and that's the leave that we go to really, that they'll send officers even for seminar on retirement, how they are going to live their life how after retirement. That's the leave they need to go and prepare themselves for retirement. So, but unfortunately these days, people don't really go for it. Even some accounting officers don't go. They work till the last day in office, as if there is nothing like pre-retirement leave in our public service rule any longer. So the next one I want to talk about is leave on compassionate grounds. Leave on compassionate ground. Some public servants do not even know that this leave, all these types of leave under L, are, are available in the public service rule. Leave on some compassionate grounds is an authorized absence from duty on compassionate grounds for a period of 2 weeks within a year for burial of his parent or member of his nuclear family. Ẹni tí ìyá ọkọ ẹ̀ kú, are we there? And they needed to prepare for the final burial, can take leave, can apply for leave on compassionate grounds to get prepared for it, and then maybe it involves traveling to the north or to the south or to the west or to the west. So that officer is entitled to apply for it, and it will be granted. But within, it could be a week leave, it could be 3 days leave on compassionate ground for a period of 2 weeks within a year. So the maximum is 2 weeks within a year. So then the next I want to talk about is leave of absence. Leave of absence. Leave of absence. Leave of absence is an authorized absence from duty on grounds of public policy. Let me make it known to you that people used to misinterpret leave of absence with study leave. There are so many people that will come to me, Mr. Legbe, and I want to apply for leave of absence. Meanwhile, that officer meant to say study leave. But by the time I allow that person to now talk as he's now talking, I'll now get to know it is you are not supposed to say leave of absence, but you want to study leave. People don't really know the difference. Study leave is granted for you to pursue a course of study. But leave of absence is strictly on public policy. It's strictly on public policy. And there are 5 types of leave of absence. There are 5 types of leave of absence. Number 1, we have leave of absence to join spouse on course of instruction, not less than 9 months duration abroad. If you are pursuing a course of instruction, but if it is more than 9 months, then you are allowed to seek for leave of absence. Your spouse can join you on that traveling abroad. The wife can follow the husband. The husband can equally follow the wife if they are both public officers. Then number 2 is leave of absence to join spouse on grounds of health or public policy, on health ground. If either of the spouse is sick and that officer is needed to be taken abroad for treatment, let's say the husband, the wife can seek for leave of absence on health ground to join the husband for the treatment, because there may be nobody to stay with the husband, and the husband will need somebody to be doing the runnings. You need to pay for this at the hospital, you need to do this, you need to do this test. Somebody should be doing the running. So the husband and the wife can follow the husband to India on health ground, or to any part of the world on health ground. It will be granted. Not only that, leave of absence on grounds of public policy for technical aids program. That's another type of leave of absence. Presently we have we are hearing that Ebola is ravaging in some West African countries. And the federal government will want to, the state of federal government may want to know more about this. And some doctors may be selected to travel abroad to go and learn about, this pandemic challenge. So those officers being sent abroad to go and learn about that, chronic health problem, they will go on technical aid program. They will go on technical aid program. So it is allowed. Now, leave of absence to take up non-elective political appointments. Like we said, if you are a public servant and you want to go into politics, drop your paper, resign, or withdraw, or do voluntary retirement based on the years you have spent in service. Because it is the year you have spent in service will determine what you write. But if it is a non-elective political appointment, say you can take up, you can apply for leave of absence to take up non-elective, political appointment. Olegbe can be, a member of board at the federal. So a member of social board at the federal. That one is a non-elective political appointment. So I needed to apply, and definitely such will be granted, and I'll pursue that course. Then leave of absence on grounds of public policy for an official whose spouse is a president, vice president, governor, deputy governor, chairman, and vice chairman. So if I am president of Nigeria today and my wife needed to join me in that course, she will apply, because she's also a public servant in Lagos State. She will apply to join me to run the program, to run the course for the 4 years as the president of Nigeria. So he will now seek for leave of absence on, public policy to join me in running the country for the next 4 years. So that is leave of absence. So those are the 5 types of leave of absence. So let us now move to leave on grounds of urgent private affairs. Leave on grounds of urgent private affairs. These are authorized absence from duty on urgent private affairs. Now, example of this is a lady came to me and to tell me about his family issue. The lady is a Lagos State staff, and the husband works with MTN in Abuja. Let's put it that way. And each time this lady is visiting the husband, he will notify the husband that he's coming, and there will not be problem. But one day, they had one program in Abuja, and this lady just make an impromptu, visit to the husband. And on getting there, the lady met another lady. The lady moving as if the lady is moving with the husband. All the clothes of the lady, all the items of the lady littered all around the house, as if that lady is already married with her husband. So now, because of what happened, the lady did not fight, did not do anything. She just left the place and came back to Lagos. and apply for leave. When she now told me, and now said, go and apply leave on grounds of urgent private affairs. So the lady now applied, she was granted, she now traveled back to join to meet the husband and resolve that issue. But as we speak now, because of the infidelity of the husband, the lady has completely now left, the service of Lagos State to move up to move to Abuja to join the husband, to live together with the husband, so that she will not have a broken home. So that is leave on grounds of urgent private affairs. So let us now move to the next one. Leave for cultural and sporting activities. Leave for cultural and sporting activities is an authorized absence from duty to attend cultural and sporting activities. We have Team Lagos. We have Lagos contingents for cultural festival. They travel out, they travel across the country. So the leave is only granted for that period of events, for the period of the activities. Are we there? So if it is a cultural festival that is holding in Osun State, and it is being done for 2 weeks, so which means that 2 weeks will be granted for those team for that officer that apply for it. And if it is Lagos, Team Lagos, maybe the person is playing football for Lagos, and there's a tournament, the last one they had at Ogun State, Ogun State. So for those period in question, that officer will be granted for that sporting activities. And on completion of the sporting activities, the officer is expected to resume fully back to work. Then the next one is leave to take part in trade union activities. Most officers do not know that all these leaves exist in the public service group. That is another leave. Leave to take part in trade union activities is an authorized absence from duty to attend important trade union conference or business. So the chairman of this association that is sponsoring this tutorial class has been representing, the union in so many sporting activities, both within and across the country. He has attended so many conferences, international conferences. So this is the kind of the leave he is going to apply for before he can proceed for those conferences. So the next one is casual leave, which is the last one. Casual leave is an authorized absence of an officer from duty for a short period of time, not exceeding an aggregate of 5 working days. That is casual leave. An officer asking for 7, 10 days, and he is naming it as casual leave. It's not casual leave. That is not casual leave. It should not exceed an aggregate of 5 working days within a leave year. From January, a leave year is from January 1st to December 31st. We have said it before. That officer is entitled to 5 working days as casual leave, as may be authorized. This will be authorized by the permanent secretary or the head of the agency. Then let it also be known that casual leave can only be granted after an officer has exhausted his annual leave. It is deductible in advance or in areas of earned leave. So for an officer who has already completed his annual leave, then he can seek casual leave. It is fantastic. It's okay. But if he has not completed, pátí ẹ ti ó ti lò ṣé kò ṣáàjì. Okay. Okay. Hello, are you there? Am I audible? Are you hearing
Yes, sir.
me?
Yes, sir. You are live, sir. You are live and direct, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Because the battery of the laptop went down. So actually, if is an authorized absence, it's not charging. Absence of an officer from duty for a short period, not exceeding an aggregate of 5 working days within a year. So actually can only be granted after an officer has exhausted his annual leave. And if the officer has not exhausted his annual leave, he may also seek for casual leave. But this time around, it will be deducted from the annual leave. So it's not charging any longer. Let me quickly round up. Okay. So on
Are you still with us, sir? Ìsọ̀lẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́, sir. Ìsọ̀lẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́, sir. Sorry, no sleep there. So let's wait for him to reconnect his gadgets. I hope you are enjoying the lecture and then note some key points. All right, anymore. Okay, back. Welcome back, sir. Unmute yourself, sir.
hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you please show your slide there? Show the slide there because my laptop just went off.
Oh, sorry about that, sir.
It couldn't charge at all any longer.
Okay.
So anyway, I've already on that note, I would like to draw the curtain of my lecture there. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your rapt attention and for good listening. I wish you all success in your program, in your promotion. Ní agbára Ọlọ́run, ẹ máa gba lẹ́tà ayọ̀. And the question is going to be very simple, so simple to you, lágbára Ọlọ́run. It will not be difficult.
Sorry, sir. Ẹ kàn bá wa parí conclusion part yìí, sir.
Okay.
Mo ti show slide yẹn, sir.
Okay. I just wrote, okay. Okay. In conclusion, leaves policy play a vital role in supporting employees' well-being, enhancing productivity, and maintaining a balanced workplace environment, whether in the form of annual leave, sick leave, maternity leave, or paternity leave, and all other leaves. The ability to take time off work is essential for both personal health and professional sustainability. Organizations that implement clear, fair, and comprehensive leave policy not only comply with legal standard, but also foster greater employee satisfaction, retention, and morale. As the nature of works continues to evolve, especially in the face of global challenges and shifting work cultures, it is imperative that leave policy adapt accordingly, ensuring that all employees have equitable access to the rest and recovery they need. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to draw the curtain of my paper there today. I wish you all success. But before I go, I don't know whether the host is the chairman around. Is he available?
No, sir. He said
Okay,
um,
let
he was
me
at
tell.
PSSDC.
Okay, okay. The chairman and the entire ESCO member of the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria have done wonderfully well for supporting this initiative. They have done wonderfully well for supporting this initiative. And to add it up, they have given the coordinator of this initiative 100 free books to the to 100 participants on this platform. So let's appreciate him, please. Let's appreciate the entire ESCO member and the chairman.
Let's
The
appreciate
chairman
him
is
with
the
your
chairman is
emojis.
comrade Olusegun Abdulrahman Balogun, and the entire ESCO member. They have done wonderfully well for supporting this initiative. We really
Your
thank them.
emojis, your
And I will,
emojis, your emojis.
and I will equally implore other unions, other associations in the Lagos State Public Service to equally emulate these kind of gestures. We are expecting TUC because teachers are many on this platform. Oh, they used to call me. Oh, teachers are many on this platform. Oh, not only that, Norgay, workers of Lagos State local governments are here. Oh. We are expecting Norgay. We are expecting um, medical guild. Yes, medical guild. Doctors are on this platform enjoying this. Please, we are imploring you to come up with this and support this kind of initiative. This is the way we believe we can reach out to our core public servants. Because if we say we are going to do physical, getting a hall today now will not be less than 1 million. Are we there? So, but with this kind of platform, it will go a long way. We can, so many people on YouTube, so many people on this Zoom enjoying these far-reaching lectures. Please, we have NOM too. The nurses, the Association of the Nurses, NOM. Please, we are employing you because there are nurses on this platform enjoying this now. So please, other unions, other association in Lagos State, please, let's be supportive. Let's support our dear comrades. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Comrade Olusegun Abdulrahman Balogun. Thank you, the entire ESCO member of the Association Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, Lagos branch. Thank you so much. Comrade Alakpe, I thank you. Comrade Takwa, you are doing wonderfully well. We thank you. Comrade Olua, fantastic. You are doing well. Comrade Oli, you are doing well. Comrade Anjoni, Comrade David Kehinde, Comrade Oshodi, Latif. So thank you all. Then Comrade Adeosun too. You are highly, Akim Adeosun, you are highly respected and recognized. I thank you all. May the Lord continue to be with you all. May the Lord continue to crown all your efforts. Thank you. We appreciate you all. This is Comrade Olaegbe Babashola Akim greeting you all. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Questions and answers.
Thank you very much, sir. Let me see your emojis. Your emojis, your emojis, your emojis. We are more than 600. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Before I go into the question and answer segment, please, you have gotten the message from our facilitators, who is happen to be one of the comrades too. So this particular series, we call it year 2026 promotional series, sponsored by Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria. Having said that, this platform has been on since 2023. We run Sunday program to impart knowledge on our co-public servants. It's free. We run knowledge sharing every Sunday. So after the promotion, we go back to our normal timetable every Sunday, 2 times in a month, at times 3 times in a month. So we brought this because we want you to cut across all civil servants. And especially this today's program, you see, irrespective of your cadre or your field, you need today's topic, because you keep on asking yourself, and you said, they say this thing, they say promo, they say no, stop here, say you are here from the horse's mouth, from the public service room. How will I navigate? How will I apply? So if I want to go this, how will I go about it? So on this note, I will say a very big thank you to our facilitators and the entire Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria Lagos chapter for this rounding support. Like our facilitator suggests and said, other union can help come together and help their members too. So by that time, we balance the facilitators, because they will know who and who is fast to come online like this, so that everybody can benefit from it. So we have 100 copy of what we display, a knowledge, current affairs, and most likely, I know you surely come and cut across some question and answer the exhibit. So we pick the 100 and we record their name so that they can send their number. I will share my number. They can send their number to me. We are just speaking randomly. We don't know anybody. Speak randomly. So kudos to the ESCO member. So now, I will firstly ask my own question before we proceed. When after our pastor gets seated. Sir, are you still with us? Okay, sir. Well done, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I want to open the question and answer floor by asking if you can help us. I remember that was the time, though we have it on our YouTube. You taught us how we can, you gave us some acronyms that we can use for leaves so that if we are remembering that acronyms, no matter how we will remember the leaves, type of leaf. I don't know if you can see furniture with that acronyms now, sir.
I have said it in the course of my lecture.
Oh, okay.
I said there are 17 types of leaves in the public service rule. 17. And I said the acronyms is D, as in D. That is the deferred leave. Same PLC. D,
Okay.
same PLC.
PLC. Okay. Okay.
So D
Thank you.
for deferred leave. S for sick leave. Another S for study leave with pay. Another S for study leave without pay. Another S for sabbatical leave. So S yẹn ti pé nìyẹn. Àtúbọ̀ sórí A. A is adoption leave and annual leave. Are we there?
Yes,
Annual
sir.
leave, A yẹn méjì ni, annual leave and adoption leave. So then àbọ̀ sórí M. M is maternity leave. Then E is examination leave. So a ti ṣe the same nìyẹn. A ti ṣe the same nìyẹn. So PLC yẹn, P yẹn ó jẹ́ méjì. We have proportionate leave and we have pre-retirement leave. Ó yé yín? Then àtúwábọ̀ sórí L. L yẹn mẹ́rin ni. L yẹn márùn-ún ni. L alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ leave of absence. L ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì leave on grounds of urgent private affairs. Leave on grounds of urgent private affairs. So L ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta leave on compassionate ground. Leave on compassionate ground. Then L ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin leave for cultural and sporting activities. Leave for cultural and sporting activities. Then the fifth L is leave to take part in trade union activities. Leave to take part in trade union activities. Then C yẹn only casual leave. So the same PLC. The same PLC. Àti sọ gbogbo 17 yẹn. All the 17 types of leaves.
Thank you very much, sir. So I hope we have noted that. So I will start pick up question participant, and please, you know our rules. No story. No story. We have another class after this. Your name. If you want any story, we have shared Mr. Olegbe's number. Call him after today. He's ready and willingness to, do justice to your any question. But let your question be on this. Don't give us excuses that you wrote sometimes, and that time that you wrote, they don't know. I don't want to cut anybody. Let it be brief. Don't bring your problem here now. Let's solve the problem on the platform. Ms. Olegbe is on our channel, Telegram or WhatsApp. Ask the question that will guide you on the promotion screening. Thank you. Mr. Oladele Rashid, unmute yourself. Your name, your ministry.
Thank you very much, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear, sir.
Thank you very much. Mr. The moderator really appreciate you, sir. My name is Oladele Rashid Babatunde. for the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, Lagos Sky. Sir, you take us on passionate leave. Please, I want you to help us talk more on it. And can it be shared? Can we share if it is once in a year? As this is after our normal annual leave. So can we share this compassionate leave? That is one. And the leave on ground of urgent private affairs. Like how long will that take? Like how long will that take? Is it a week? Is it a month? Is it days?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, you talk about compassionate leave, Abi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The compassionate leave is not going to be a leave that is going to be so long. Are we there? I've told you, it's
Okay,
just
sir.
within the maximum is maybe 2 weeks. But
Okay.
leave on grounds of urgent private affairs. The rule is silent about the date. But for the scenario I gave in the course of my discussion, the officer who went to Abuja and met another lady with the husband that is almost taking over the house. Are you there?
Yes,
So
sir.
for that lady, she will not need to discuss the issue with the accounting officer. It could be the PS, it could be the GM or
Ayuna Nation.
the or admin and HR. So on that note, oh, okay, ọ̀gá ẹjọ́, ẹ máa fún mi ní 3 days. Tó bá jẹ́ pé bóyá bí Lagos ń bí báyìí ni, it could be 2 days pàápàá off. Pé kàn tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ tiẹ̀ kí family jókòó kọ́ settle issue yẹn. Kó lè mọ ibi tó ń lọ ní ilé ọkọ yẹn. So, but tó bá jẹ́ pé ó máa involve traveling, ó yé yín, bóyá Abuja lọkọ yẹn wà,
Yes, sir.
bí a ṣe sọ ní scenario yẹn, he could take a week off. Kí ilé ẹni yẹn má dàrú, tí ọ́fíìsì bá fún ní 1 week off, kò tí ì sí nǹkan tó bad. Iṣẹ́ ò dẹ̀ parẹ́. Because
Okay, sir.
the public service rule is silent about the days. Am I communicating, sir?
Very well, sir.
So that is it, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you
The
very
next
much,
question.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Omolola Kafayat, unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, sir.
Your name,
Good
your
afternoon.
ministry. Good afternoon.
My name is Adeshina Omolola Kafayat, Office of Internal Audit. Sir, please, I would want to first appreciate, thank you very much, sir, for this insightful section. But I would want
Thank you
to
so
ask
much.
a situation whereby an officer has applied for annual leave, but in the course of that annual leave, there's public holidays in between. I would want to ask how
Okay.
such will be treated, since we have been told you are not to add an extra day after the date of your expiration of your leave. How should such matters be
Okay.
treated, sir? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Omolola Kafaya. If you are on annual leave, if you are enjoying your annual leave, and suddenly there is public holiday, maybe announced by federal government, each time there is public holiday, a circular will also will be issued to make it known to us. Now, if the holiday is 2 days, or 1 day, or 3 days, that days will be deducted from the annual leave. That days will be deducted. Okay, now you are on annual leave, and maybe okay, the last holiday we had was October 1st. Okay, let's October, and you are enjoying your annual leave, and October 1st happens to be comes in between your annual leave. So meaning you are going to work, and it is a day off work, off duty. So that 1 day will be added to the annual leave you are enjoying.
Thank you,
If
sir.
it is 2 days, those 2 days, like Christmas now, we have a Christmas day and Boxing Day. So 25th, 26th. And if for that 2 days will now be deducted from your annual leave. That is it. So meaning that if you are supposed to resume on Monday, Monday is supposed to be your actual resumption day. So then you now count Tuesday and Wednesday again. If you resume on Thursday, they will not be blamed. Company, Kafayat or whatever, Omolola, why did you resume today? Sorry, in Christmas and Boxing Day and Christmas in Moyo, you deduct it from your annual leave. On that note, the case is settled.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Johnson Olubisi.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
I'm just Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, Tyler Jess precisely, sir. My question goes thus, sir. You said leave of absence is of 5 types, sir. And you mentioned
Yes, sir.
them.
Yes.
Yes, I want to ask, sir, the first one you mentioned, because leave of absence towards moving to spouse maybe on course. You mentioned it's 9 months. What about others? Are they the same thing, sir, or it varies, sir? Thank you, sir.
Are they what?
Are they the same duration, sir, or they vary?
No.
Sir?
No. The first one that I said leave of absence to join a spouse on a course of instruction not less than 9 months. That is one. If you are pursuing a course of instruction, if it is just for 6 months, you may not be granted leave of absence. If it is for 7 months, you will not be granted for leave of absence. Meaning your wife cannot be granted because it's a short duration. Course of instruction for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. If you are the one going and your husband want to join you, he will not be granted. Are you there? But if the course of instruction you are pursuing is not less than 9 months, ipe boya 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years, the course of instruction tó ń lọ, then it is on that point that they will not grant your spouse to join you if he wanted to join you. And the essence of this is that service fẹ́ kí lè dàrú, fẹ́ kí lè bàjẹ́. There are some situations when the husband and wife are not together. Ó máa ń ní broken home, ó máa ń balẹ̀ jẹ́ ni. So àwọn ọkùnrin míì kẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ̀ lè mara ró lọ títí tó jẹ́ pé tíyàwó wa tábà ti rí ìyàwó wa for so long, ọdún kan, anything can happen. That's the essence of that leave of absence. Am I communicating? And that's the only one. That is only one out of it. Sherry, leave of absence to join a spouse on grounds, on 8 grounds, which is the second one. Ìyẹn onípòkè, ìyẹn mo sọ pé tí wọn bóyá ọkọ lọ ṣe operation ní Indian, bóyá ó ní kidney problem, ó wá fẹ́ lọ ṣe operation. So tí ọkọ yẹn ìyàwó lè tẹ̀lé ọkọ, and right fún leave of absence on 8th ground to join the husband. Am I communicating? To join the husband so that Ale was supportive for tó ń lọ fún operation yẹn. And by extension, the rule is also applicable to a mother following the children or the child tó ń lọ ṣe operation náà is extended to it. Ẹni tó ọmọ ẹ̀ ní problem tó ń lọ ṣe operation ní Indian, ìyá náà lè tẹ̀lé ọmọ yẹn. Leave of absence yẹn ó cover ẹ̀. Though the public service rule says spouse, but by extension on net ground, ó cover ọmọ àtìyá, ó cover ọmọ àti bàbá. So if a child is going to be operated in India, in USA, in London or UK, whatever, tí ìyá tó bá jẹ́ public servant can write to join the child on that on next ground. Some have share because only the post examination could be 6 months. Another pre-examination, pre-operation examination could be 6 months. Then post-operation examination could be another 6 months. Kó tó di pé máa release child yẹn. Ṣé child yẹn child yẹn may be maybe a baby. Ṣé ó lè take care ara ẹ̀ nìkan tí ìyá ẹ̀ ò bá tẹ̀lé? So these are the things that go and decide in PMB. These are the times, these are the interpretation of the rules. So the third one is on technical aids program. And I believe there is no problem with that. Because technical aid program, Omatini, time with Ofevishe, that technical aid is for 6 months, is for 1 year, is for 2 years. And I gave the example of Ebola or COVID-19. Doctors may be selected to go abroad and learn more about COVID-19 on technical aids program. Are we there? So for 1 year, for 1.5 years. So for that, leave of absence can be granted for that in the public policy, in the public interest. The next one to that one is leave of absence granted on non-elective appointment. Then the last one is the wife, the wife of the president, the wife of the vice president, the wife of the governor, the deputy governor, and that they can seek for, the wife can seek for to join the husband to rule a state or to rule a local government or to rule the country. So those are, I believe I've shed more light on that.
Yes, sir.
Have I cleared the air?
Perfectly, sir.
No, I want her to answer. I
I've used-
want her to answer. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well done, every one of us. Concerning the gift, as in the, what's it called? Current affair.
Free books.
Free books.
Free
Yes,
books.
sir. So
Yes.
I tried to screenshot some random pick name. So check if your name is there. I'll send my phone number, WhatsApp, chat with me. And if you see that I still remain, we can still extend it to the next, our next class. Because the task is somehow to me, I'm busy, but so check that screenshot name. If your name is there, chat up with me on that. Another one, sir, I don't know, maybe we should take the question, you write them down, then you answer it one after the other, or we continue like this, because I see that all their question, it has a long explanation due to the time and your own time too. What do you suggest, sir?
Okay, I just have 20 minutes more, to round up.
Okay, 20
Because
minutes. Okay, no problem. Let's speak randomly then. Okay. Daria Minot, I will pick 2 on the hand up, then some question on the chat box. Daria Minot, your name, your ministry.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. My name is
Good
Daria
afternoon.
Aminat
Okay.
from Lagos State College of Nursing. My question is that a maternity leave grants to a female officer.
Yes.
After 6 months, can he still close for 2 o'clock?
Yes, I said it in the course of my lecture that after the resumption, after maternity leave, after resumption, so the rules still allow the nursing mother to close 2 hours before closing. So we close for 4. So that
Yes.
nursing mother can close for 2. For 6 months. Maximum
Second
of 6
question,
months.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. We have already spent 6 months in maternity leave.
Yes.
And we still use another 6 months, making a year now. for closing for 2 o'clock.
Yes, the rule allows it for you.
Okay. The second question is that
Your third question. Can you please
Your
ask
third
your
in
question
OT.
once and for all, please? Aminu, ask it once and for all. State
okay,
all the
sir.
question once and for all, please.
Okay, I want to ask, if you have already exhausted your annual leave, can you still collect another leave?
Yes, you
That's
can
it.
ask for casual leave. You can ask of leave on compassionate ground. You can ask for leaves on urgent private affairs. You can ask for leave on sporting and cultural activities. You can request for leave on trade union activities if you are a member. So many leaves you can apply for after the annual leave.
All right. Shobiye Oladimeji. Shobiye Oladimeji. Okay. Aweda, unmute yourself, Aweda.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name, your ministry.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yusuf Sherifuddin Aweda from Education District 3. I really want to appreciate the effort of our erudite scholar and the host. Before I go ahead, sir, I want to make a request, which we have made in the last training. You promised to share the materials, but we've not gotten that, sir.
Okay.
Understanding disciplinary proceedings. So I want to
which
request for this one too.
Which of the material?
Understanding disciplinary proceedings.
Sorry, are you on our Telegram channel or YouTube WhatsApp channel?
I couldn't join the WhatsApp channel, but I'm on Telegram.
Okay, I will resend it. I've sent it once, but I'll resend it.
Okay, sir.
Thank
then
you.
My question, sir. The third leave. Oh,
I didn't say the tau is deferred.
Deferred, sorry, sir. Deferred leave. To the following year.
Yes.
I want to ask, would it or does this not affect, will it not affect the annual leave? That's number one, sir. Another one, who issues the excuse and light duty certificate?
Is the medical officer. Government medical officer.
Then, government medical, thank you, sir. Then can
I can't hear you again. I can't hear you. Are you there?
Can maternity? Are you listening? Can you hear me now, sir?
Is that your last?
Yes.
Is that your last question?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Can a man apply for maternity leave when the wife is applying for can a man apply for paternity leave when the wife is applying for maternity leave so that the result will come on time? You get the response as at when due.
Yes, now. If they are both public servants, wife will apply for maternity leave and the husband will apply for paternity leave. It's only the duration that differs. Are you there?
Well taken, sir. So another question.
There was a question he asked about deferred leave. That if it is deferred to the following year, does it going to affect the annual leave for that following year? I think that is what he means. It will not affect because that leave is supposed to have been, enjoyed in the previous year. But exigency is your office, or then you are the one call. It is your unit that is doing it. So your leave will definitely be deferred. So, and it is the accounting officer the PAMSEC or the head of agency that will approve it for you. So all them reason to stop it defiantly. So immediately after that, the event tí wọ́n fi define yẹn immediately tó ti ṣe tán, then you can now go and spend your leave. Taba spend there tán, but the only thing to happen is pé there will be, gap of about 6 months in between that and the one for the year to fẹ́ gbà for the current year. The next question.
Okay, sir. On the chat box, Oyetuga ṣe Adé. Okay, Joy. My questions is a new staff who is yet to be confirmed. Is a new staff who is yet to be confirmed entitled to maternity leave? How many months, if yes, sir?
Yes, a new staff who is yet to be confirmed.
Yet to be confirmed.
Is entitled, yes, is entitled to maternity leave. And a new male officer who is yet to be confirmed is also entitled to paternity leave.
How many months, sir?
And no, the normal month is 24 weeks for the women, 10 working days, 10 consecutive days for the male. So kò yí rárá.
Okay, sir. Jamiu Olowo Shile, quick one. You have the floor. Olowo Shile.
Hello, sir.
Hello, quick one, sir.
Hello,
Your
sir.
name and your ministry.
My name is Jamiu Olowo Shile from Education District. I must appreciate the facilitator and the coordinator for
your
this
question.
wonderful job. My question has to do with the issue of one of the leads of public policy. Let's assume that the government, the president is a woman. Will the husband be entitled to that leave the woman would take? And if the a period of government is 4 years, and there's another election, and the person wins again for another 4 years, will the leave continue for those 8 years? That's my question.
Yes. It will continue.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Okay, sir.
Are you talking about leave of absence? Are you talking about leave of absence?
I don't think so.
What?
Okay.
Because I can't hear him clearly.
Okay.
I don't know if you will give him time to talk again.
Okay.
He's talking about wife joining the husband for maybe president or I don't know. Am I right?
Okay. Olowo Shile, you have the floor again. Okay. Law Ekbueje Ngozi. Ngozi, you have the floor.
All right, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the wonderful
your ministry. Quick one.
My name is Law Ekbueje Ngozi, General Hospital Papa, Lagos State Health Service Commission.
All right.
Okay.
Please, I want to ask this question on deferment of leave.
Okay.
For example, now there's let's say a staff that was called back that did not finish the leave last year. Then this year again, due to the nature of the job, could not collect that leave back. Now this year is running to an end. Now the person now went on leave this year again, only for the upline to be calling that leave is a privilege. Leave is a privilege. Please, I want you to throw more light. Is leave a privilege for civil servants or a right? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Your annual leave is your right to. You are entitled to your annual leave. You are entitled to all those people saying leave is a privilege. It's wrong. It's a privilege. They are saying it's a privilege because it has to be approved by the accounting officer. Are you there? But if the accounting officer really wants your productivity, wants your performance in a right order, and your mental stability in right order, he should grant you your leave. If you go to the slide, when I was discussing it, as per when I was discussing the importance, I mean the why going for leave, when I was listing the importance, it's so many benefits we derive from it. It boosts morale and overall well-being. If your accounting officer wants your wellness, they should grant you your leave. Because if you stumble at work, some people stumble at work and that's the end. That is the end. Ó lọ nìyẹn. Wọ́n kàn ṣe wọ́n lọ wọ́n gbé lọ sátán wọ́n gbé lọ wọ́n lọ sín, and that's the end. Because that guy is because that fellow has been overworked, he did not rest, he has not been all about what some of the accounting officer and the director, what they are about is work. Bí àwọn kọ̀rá ló máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, work, they are after work. They are not after the wellness of their staff. In the public service rule, I'm quoting the public service rule, it is your right. Your annual vacation is your right. Go and check the public service rule. It's your right. I want to law now. Accounting officer, I'm at law. The PS will go for annual leave. They will go. Who will stop them? Nobody. The GM will go for annual leave. Who will stop them? Nobody. If you are in the general hospitals, the MD and CEO of XYZ General Hospital will go for annual leave. There's nobody who will stop them. But Dori, an officer, your leave is a privilege. It's not right. It is right, oh. It is right, supported by the public service rule. I stand.
Right. Like
I stand on the rule. When all I so I'm done. Host.
Okay, thank you, sir. We have many questions, sir, but I will just appeal to all the participants that we won't be able to take all questions, but I will try and take like 3 from the raising hand or 4 so that the facilitator can go and rest. You can plan for other class. So Yekin Balkis.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma. Your name, your ministry.
Sir. I'm Yekin Balkis from Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, last suit. My question is just simply on the acronym, the same PLC,
yes,
that Mr. Olai said. So under the P, he said proportionate and pre-retirement leave. For the sake of exam, are we going to slash paternity leave with maternity leave? That's just my question, sir.
No, don't slash it too. They are separate leave. Yeah? Must slash here. Pre-retirement, paternity leave, autonomy, maternity leave, autonomy. Even in the panel, even at a PMB interview, when you mention the two, they will not say it's one you have mentioned. You have mentioned two. In the public service rule, there are 2 different leaves. They are granted on 2 different durations. Oh yeah, so there are 2 different leaves.
Yes,
oh, yeah?
There are 2 different leaves by case. Don't forget. Omobusayo, quick one. Unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir. My name is
Your ministry.
Oshidikwe Mabusayo Fauzia from Office of Internal Audit. Yeah, my question is, sir, annual leave. I know we are not supposed to apply for leave in January and December. My question now is, can a leave be extended from November to December? And then the second one is, if while on annual leave and then the accounting officer or the head of the department keeps calling you back, come and do one thing or the other in the office, how do we treat that those days shortage after resumption? Thank you, sir.
Okay, your annual leave. If you're on annual leave and you are being called, it's because one is because they so much like the way you work, and two is because maybe they think there is no better person that can do that job. That's why they are calling you. It is an understanding between you and your director. You may decide, okay, there's some annual leave. Though the rule says enjoy your annual leave straight, but for the sake of the job, at times they will not say, Mr. Olegbe, you cannot enjoy your full leave like that. Ejo, Emamabawa. Okay, you can start. Some people they arrange it. Okay, 2 weeks off, 2 weeks, 2 weeks off, 1 week on. So one ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ instrumentally, and one ṣe díẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. But at the end of the day, your leave will pay. Ó máa pé. Arrangement yìí ni. There are some people they will apply for leave on paper. It will be on paper, but the arrangements of how the leave will be done, more so anything about travel out. You know, I'm not traveling out. I'm not going. Leave me if I don't travel out. I have one project or the other that I'm doing with it. But if I have one project or the other that I'm doing, mo lè torí ẹ̀ gba annual leave me. Most of the books, I've written 7 books so far. Most of the books that I wrote them while on leave. Màá gbà deliberately, màá dẹ̀ lò judiciously, màá try láti bá ìwé yẹn tó níbi tó dàpẹrẹ. So bóyá towards the end, gbà tí mo wá resume tán, mo wá lè máa sọ pé okay, bóyá mo ti ń come to the bóyá chapter 11 or chapter 12 of the book, mo ti ń round up. So I can now use the lagbe after work to complete my books, to make it a book that I wanted. So your project, I mean your book, your leave is for your personal life, for your development, for your project, for your family. Let your family enjoy you. Take your leave and stay with your family. Ẹlòmíì tó bá ti jáde láti 4:30 láàárọ̀ báyìí, tó bá yá ọmọ á tún ti sùn kó tó délé. Then how ẹlòmíì ọmọ mi weekend lọmọ rí òbí mi, and it's not supposed to be. So arrangement lè wà láàrin wa àtọ̀gá ẹ̀ tó bá rí pé this guy is fantastic, you are doing well. Okay ọ̀gá, ẹ jẹ́ kí n tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ lo, mo ti ṣe é rí tẹ́ pé ọ̀gá ẹ tiẹ̀ torí ìgbà yẹn most of the time tí máa ń lọ leave orí mi máa ti wà saturated, kò ti health wise ojú mi á ti rù, gbogbo ara mi á ti dàbí pé àwọn èèyàn tó bá ń rí mi á sọ pé mi sọ lẹ́gbẹ́ ẹ sick o, ẹ rẹ̀ yín o, ẹ lọ sí mi o, because I'm already overstressed. So màá bọ́gà mi, I want to go to leave, I want to go for my leave. Ọ̀gá lè sọ pé okay go and spend 3 weeks. I agree. Mo lè rò pé jẹ́ kí n tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ lọ lo half of my leave. I'm entitled to 6 weeks. Let me go and use 6 weeks and 3 weeks. Kí n tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ lọ máa sùn, kí n máa jí náà. Kí n tiẹ̀ kọ́ lọ rest ara mi, kí n take care ara mi, kí n rí doctor. It is allowed. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tó máa rí pé okay, tẹ́mi náà wá rí pé mo wà okay. Tójú mi ti bẹ́tà díẹ̀ tó yẹ pé wọ́n ní lé mi padà tí n bá dọ́fíìsì pé mi sọ lẹ́gbẹ́ ẹ̀ tí tọ́jú ara yín dáadáa. So mo wá lè wá sọ́fíìsì. Iṣẹ́ oríṣiríṣi màmá wá. Mo lè bá wọn ṣe bí ọjọ́ méjì kí n tú off. Sọjọ́ méjì yẹn mo lè papọ̀ á lò padà later. So it's an agreement, it's an arrangement, it's allowed. So thank you.
Yeah, it's allowed. So you have to. I will only pick one more person. One person. I'm sorry. Don't let us be selfish. I know most of us will be on our bed chair office. So don't let us be selfish. Let's release our facilitator. Only one person. Oyero Kehinde, unmute yourself. Sorry if I didn't call you.
Oyero
Kehinde.
Oyero ni.
Are you with us? Unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Good
Hello,
afternoon,
ma.
sir.
Your name, your
Can you hear
ministry.
me, sir? I'm from Ministry of Health, LASO. My question is, when civil servant has a child in abroad, and the child invited him or her to come and spend some days or weeks. The rule says before you travel abroad, you need to take permission or obtain permission from PS or head of or your account officer.
Yes, from head of service, yes.
Yes. But the permission, the approval has not come and they've booked for your ticket. What do you do as a civil servant? Will you forfeit it or you will go?
Well, what is normal is that you must seek for approval before you travel out. And you that you know that you want to travel out, you will have known now that, okay, by the first quarter of next year, I want to travel out, or by the middle of next year, I want to travel out. You should have planned ahead, and you know that that approval is not in your hand. It's not even in your ministry. It's domiciled at the office of the head of service. You will have done your needful. The meeting mo fẹ́ travel in the middle of next year. I will have written far, maybe in January, and put the date, put the time you are going, put the address you are going to stay in abroad. Do the needful, so that the approval will come before you finally leave. Now, majority of officers does that. Even those that are going for course of study, they will have started the program before writing at times. You know you are traveling, you know you want to travel. Give your time enough time. For about 5 months, put up your application for approval. So it is over there, then you start processing your ticket or your traveling. So yes, because some costs are coming in. So that is what is happening. That person should have prepared him or herself rightly and do it, create more time. Kó ti fi àyè pé approval máa pọ̀ ṣàwá kó ti filẹ̀ before processing, buying ticket, processing for traveling. But if you have your approval, then go and pay for your ticket. Then you can now be going. They will not say you did not receive approval and you travel. That is even a misconduct. They will still target if the approval didn't come from the office of head of service. Mostly the approval do come, but if approval did not come, so that's a serious misconduct. That is absence from duty without leave or without approval. So ẹnìyẹn tún traveling to lọ anything ó tún rògbò pẹ̀lú ẹnìyẹn. So that is it.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Please, let's have it at the back of our mind. One, those people, check your name on that screenshot name for your free book. Please, I'll send my number, scroll up and check my number. I'll send our YouTube channel. If you miss this channel or any part, go to our YouTube channel. I'll send our Telegram channel to join us for more updates. If you have any question, I'll send Mr. Olegbe's number too. He's there.
People need that book. Oh. They are saying they need that book.
Yes, I'll share my number.
They can get it from you as well.
Yeah, exactly, sir. So I'll share my number across. Let me share it again. Please note the number. We don't have time. Note the number. So that's my name. WhatsApp only. You call, I will answer you so that we arrange how you can get the book. So on this note, as our norms, I will call on one of the participants, to appreciate our facilitator on behalf of the participants. At the same time, I will do the person will do the dual responsibility, like let me call on Olufemi Adegboye. Use the opportunity to ask a question and do the justice to the thanks our facilitator. Olufemi Adegboye.
Okay. Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Thank you so much for the well-delivered lecture. It's really
so much.
impactful.
Yeah.
Sir, please, can I quickly ask my question?
Yes, yeah,
I
your
really
name and your
appreciate it.
ministry. Your name and your ministry.
Yes, I'm Adegboye Olufemi from Lagos State College of Nursing, ICT department.
Okay. Go ahead.
So my question is on the spouse that is on leave of absence. If the husband is on leave of absence and is from another company that is not in Lagos State staff, and the wife is a Lagos State civil servant.
Okay.
Does the wife entitled to
He will not be
join the husband?
He will not. He is not entitled.
Okay.
He should be public servant. You could be the husband could be a staff. Yeah. No, your husband could be a staff in Abuja, and you are a staff with Lagos State government. It is allowed. But if your husband is a staff in MTN or Shell Petroleum or Mobil Oil Producing, and you are a public servant in Lagos State, it is not, the rule does not accept it.
Okay. Two of them has to be public servants.
Exactly. It's because it is the public rule that we are using for the two of you.
Okay. Yes. Now well understood. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Really want to appreciate you. Can I do the vote of thanks?
Yes,
go ahead.
Okay. So I really appreciate you for the well-conducted training.
Thank you.
For those of us that we are preparing to write our exams, we really appreciate you. We want to say a very big thank you to you and also to the organizers of this program. We really appreciate. We pray that the good Lord will continue to bless you and be with you and success in all your future endeavor. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank
you so much, Mrs. Olufemi. You said you are in ICT department, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Meaning that on the 14th, we are bringing the ICT guru from Ministry of Science and Tech to this call. So glue with us. Are you on our Telegram?
No, sir.
I think I've shared it. So let me share it
so
again.
Jamiu,
yes, sir.
Please, maybe you should display that number again. People are writing
I've sent your number. I'll send your number again. This is for another last time. Please check Mr. Okay, let me check Mr. Olaegbe's number. I'm writing it now, please. Or let me call it. Can you pick your pen and paper? Let me call Mr. Olaegbe's number now.
That's it for me again. Yes.
080.
Okay.
230.
Okay, sir.
69.
Okay.
538. That is
right,
Mr. Olaegbe's number. But my own number to get the Telegram links 0802.
Okay, sir.
08023521802. 08023521802. Is it right taking? 08023521802. My name. So on this note, I say a very big thank you to every one of us and our facilitator.
So I will, Jamin, I will drop the slide. I will drop the slide. Okay, you have the slide.
I've shared the slide to the shared the slide to the group already, sir.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, every one of us. Bye. We are expecting you on our next call by 7 o'clock. Please join us and get impacted. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye-bye, sir.